mutant Sabretooth, last seen in the Baffin Island region of Canada.
No! Get it away! Turn it off! Stay away from me!
Home, Edmonton, Alberta. Real name,
No!
Graydon Creed, Sr.
Graydon Creed Sr.? Like father, like son.
What are you looking at? I hate him! I'm not like him! I'm normal! Get out of there! All of you! I'm not like him! I'm normal! I'm not like him! You are not my father! You are not my father! You are not my father!
Welcome to another Gospel X, the Gospel according to the X-Men. We are situated at Legends Pub, so thank you, Legends, for again hosting us and allowing us to record and drink at the same time. I don't know if it's against YouTube, but
No, I think it's fine, yeah.
Cheers. So we are now doing episode 10 in season 2's volume, so entitled Beauty and the Beast. So Henry, you first, go for it.
Okay, so this episode, cool episode. You know, we get to see a little bit of a Beast's love life. He falls in love with this girl. She's blind, and then he develops a procedure that helps her see again. Her father is very against it because he has very high levels of discrimination and prejudice against mutants.
And so much so that he even like there's a procedure that's going to heal his daughter, and yet he still rejects that.
Beast invented this. He's literally the person who's going to help his daughter see again.
Yeah.
And he can't see past that, the fact that he's a mutant. But
So case in point,
and talking about hatred, you know, he's not the only one in this episode.
Yeah.
We get to see what is it, the guy Creed?
Mm-hmm.
Creed, who's the founder of the Friends of Humanity. Probably, if you've been following up with us, he's been kind of like the main human antagonist against the mutants for a while.
yeah,
And we discover something incredible at the end of the episode when Wolverine figures out that Creed, he's Sabretooth's son, and actually whips out the projector and actually projects Sabretooth out, and we actually see this broken man just overcome by his past trauma, just hating himself, hating his father, hating that he's a mutant, latching onto the fact that he's a mutant,
yep.
and then making that the source of his hatred.
Yeah.
And I think it can apply because I think that in our present day, in real life, it doesn't need to be the fact that he's a mutant that the children latch onto. It could be anything. It could be the fact that your parent is a certain race, certain
Religious views,
anything,
different values,
and you can lash out against it. It could literally have happened to anybody.
conservatism, too traditional. Yeah, it could lash out at anyone. And it's interesting how anger or any emotion affects our judgment. Right, for Carly's dad, it's amazing that no matter what information is coming at him, no matter what he sees, even though everything's quite obvious, clear that this mutant actually provided the healing for your daughter, the emotions, the anger, everything, just provided a filter for him, and then he interpreted it in his own way based on his emotions.
Yeah.
So for me, anyway. For both Creed and Carly's dad, it's amazing how anger or any emotion, no matter what is in front of us, our emotions do most of the interpretation of the facts.
I think that it's a good contrast that we're able to see two parent-child relationships in this episode. You see Carly's dad and Carly, and how even though Carly's dad was very prejudiced, that didn't pass on to his daughter. She had that kind of ability to see past the beast mutantness. And then we see Sabretooth and his son, and how
they all passed down.
And that hatred passed down.
Well, Sabretooth is an angry man.
He is very,
so
very
that
angry.
anger management that was passed down to his son, and interesting how it is the choice of the children for not actually having to carry on that family tradition.
It's a generational sin, would you say?
Yeah, if we want to tap into the Christian term, that is a generational sin. Something that we have to acknowledge and actually cannot just blame on our parents for who we are. We actually ultimately have a choice to actually choose whether we want to follow the parent or not.
Yeah, like in the episode, Creed could have gone and sought out healing to be able to stop hating, stop accepting himself. But he didn't.
Rather,
do that.
he submitted to the hatred.
He lashed out at people that are mutants because of his upbringing.
Yeah, and he actually lashed out based on the hatred inside. He just found that was a symptom, but the actual cause was actually the anger that's been carried on to generations.
All right.
And so interesting, so there's 2 points that we just made. One point is how emotion can run away with us and interpret our emotions interpret whatever is in front of us. And second, it's about generational sins and whether we acknowledge it and actually ultimately take responsibility of choosing the direction we want to take, instead of just blaming and then say, oh, woe is me, I was F, and then lash out on everybody else.
Yeah, because regardless of your position, every person has the ability to change.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us with another episode of Gospel X. Until next time, have a blessed week.